Close the book. Go out or lie down and meditate. To meditate is to think deep. While you meditate, you are sending the substance you have read, studied, and memorized into your subconscious mind. Thank you. I want to especially welcome you as I address one of the key challenges of our time, which is poor academic performance. Today, most of the young generation, our youths, are seeing education as a scam, something that is not really needful or needed, and also as a waste, all because there is a problem of ineffective study. So if we want to cure the challenges of our time in terms of poverty, hunger, joblessness, social injustice, hypocrisy, violent crime, the root cause could be poor education. So we want to use this opportunity, this presentation, to address this issue as like a cure to our education. Education, quality education leads to quality productivity. The input, quality input will lead to quality output. Recently, I encountered a graduate, and I asked him, he came for some counseling in terms of his head, and he said he studied mechanical engineering, and for about 12 years after graduation, he was virtually doing nothing. And because of that, he was even spotted with somebody. No job, no work, no wife, no house. He was having what I call psychosomatic disease. Because as I checked through him, it was nothing so serious, but he was sick. I asked him, what did you study? Mechanical engineering. Can't you open a workshop? He said, well, at the school level, he was not really taught how to handle those things. Wow, that's a great challenge, big challenge today. Not only that, recently I was passing a street and some students were in front of me. The other one asked her friend, say, how was the exam? He said, well, the exam was difficult. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking of quitting schooling and get into maybe marriage because I cannot cope. So these are challenges that are facing the society, facing the youth. So how do we cure this? To me, the best way to cure this is to address how we study. And there are formulas that have been discovered that can help any youth, any student, studying any course to break through. I personally, I deployed these techniques by the grace of God when I was in the university. I discovered this formula. And before I discovered them, I used to be NFA, no future admission, managing to pass 40%. But after discovering these formulas, which I'm going to break down to you right now, by the grace of God, I came out with distinction in the study of pharmacology, in the study of science technology, and even in theology, when I studied theology, which means there are ways, there are things that we, or the youths, the students must discover. So, to start with, I said this presentation is a compulsory companion for every student that must experience breakthrough in academics. As a teacher, as a parent, as a guardian, you need this presentation to your students, to your children, to your world. Because without understanding these things, most of our students will depend on expo in studying, depends on them buying their way through and all that, which is not helping the society. So what are the formula that can help any student to break the record in any course, any subject? The engineering, sciences, mathematics, just name it. You can break the record. Before I break the formula, listen to this. There's a saying that what I hear, I forget. What I hear and see, I only remember. But what I hear and see and understand, you can always get it back 100% or at least 80%. So that is the genesis, the drive, the focus of this formulary we are going to be exposed to now. It's a cure to any student that is poorly performing in education. We can have great students, we can have great graduates, we can have people that can be productive, that can change the society, change the family. So these formularies, I wrote them in this book, which I'm taking it from Innovative Study for Human Survival in the year 2000. I've packaged this formula in this book since the year 2000. And I know the few persons I've encountered with, that I've sat down and taught them, there's always been a game changer. I remember, for instance, Mr. Aleke, one young man, yes, who met me in the year, I think, 2001. He was in secondary school there. He got this formula from me, and by the time he wrote his SSC, he came out all through, distinction in all the subjects. He went to the university. He told me no person could ever stand him in his class, and he came out with first class because he was exposed to this formulary. My own example of children, Dominion and Divine are my children, because I've also exposed them to this formulary. They are breaking records in what they are studying in terms of cyber security and software engineering. So you are privileged, I want to say, to encounter this presentation, to be handy with this presentation. You will do well to listen to it again and again and share with other students who are having similar problems of or the challenges of lack of reading and understanding, lack of proper examination performance, and even productivity after graduating and studying. So what are the formula? I have 3 formularies I'm going to break for you, but today, this presentation, I will concentrate on one of them. That one is simple. I want you to master it. Begin to use it from this moment. How do you master it? First of all, I want you to make it simple by putting your fingers like this, your 5 fingers. Now, your 5 fingers, this one says, number 1, read. Number 2, study. Number 3, memorize. Number 4, meditate. Number 5, demonstrate. Do it again. Read, study, memorize, meditate, demonstrate. That is the first formulary. If you must break through any subject, what do we mean by that? For instance, you have a book to read. To read is you pick the book and you look at the topic, then you take as much of it you want to read for that moment. It's not everything. You have read it, at least a portion of the book. Don't stop there. The next step is for you to study it. What do we mean? You must have come across some strange words while you were reading. Go to the dictionary, check them out. You must have come across some places mentioned in the course of reading. Go to the map and check them out. Compare other sources that talk about the same thing. By so doing, you are studying what you have read. After reading, studying, you still move forward by memorizing. Take the salient point in what you have read and memorize it. Look at them in the book and put them in your memory. That is memorizing. You are repeating it. You are repeating it. For instance, say, read, study, memorize, meditate, demonstrate. Read, study, memorize, meditate, demonstrate. You are memorizing it. Why? As you are memorizing it, it's repetition. Repetition bring. Close the book. Go out or lie down and meditate. To meditate is to think deeply. While you meditate, you are sending the substance you have read, you've studied, you've memorized into your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind acts like a computer. It is what you store in that it will produce when it is demanded. So most people, they don't know how to put this thing together. They don't know how to meditate. While you meditate, you are thinking deeply on the subject matter you have read. By so doing, you are going to get inspiration. You are putting it down into your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is a powerhouse where things are stored. But until you meditate, you cannot store them into it. So most times when they ask people question in examination, they cannot produce because the thing has not been stored in the subconscious mind. But when you follow this formula and you meditate carefully, deeply on the subject matter you have read, you have put it in your subconscious mind. And anytime you are demanded, either an exam, interview, or whatever, you see that the thing, your subconscious mind will produce it. That is the secret to excelling in study, in examination, and breaking through in any subject matter. Listen again. Read, studying, memorizing, meditating, then demonstrate. What do we mean? As you have read, studied, memorized, meditated, you need to demonstrate. By demonstration, if it is an art subject, detail it to somebody else. Tell the person, maybe your brother, your sister, even your mother, your parent, this is what I've read in so subject, in English, in government, in literature. You are detailing to somebody, you are demonstrating it. Not only that, if it is something like that to do with science, practically, take waste material around you, begin to practice that thing you have read, studied, memorized, meditated upon. Practice it. Use some connection, if it is electrical, if it is biology. For instance, those days when we taught the osmosis, the law of the process of osmosis, how concentrated water solution can absorb less concentration. We went home from the classroom, we picked yam, dug inside the yam, 2 yam, put one by the side, one with ordinary water, one with salt water, and we saw that the one with salt water was drawing the one that was plain. That is demonstration. So, is it physics? Is it chemistry? Biology? Any science subject? Any science course? Engineering? Even medical? Whatever you are reading. In terms of even digital. Today, we are living in a digital world. Once you study, you read it, use your phone to begin to demonstrate it. Go to your computer, use your laptop, By so doing, you can remember that thing even in the next 100 years if you are asked. So this is the first formula we want to present to you, our audience, our students who are having difficulties in studying. Please master this formula. Again, reading, studying, memorizing, meditating, demonstrating. Share this formula with your colleagues. Share this presentation with your colleagues, and they will ever live to thank you. And I know we are looking forward to hear your feedback, how you have performed and break record with this formula. Don't forget, we have the second formula, which we are going to present to you in the next video. You must look for it, you must wait for it. So subscribe to this channel. Then you will get the next presentation as it comes up. And primary school student, secondary school student, university students, even master degree PhD students, they all need this formula. So congratulations again for being part of this and being the first to know and to apply this thing. We want to welcome you to our world of transformation. Dr. Amos Obi is my name, the principal innovator, head of our Skill Academy for Innovation and Entrepreneurship. Our WhatsApp number is going to be there on the presentation. You can reach us with your questions, and any way we can be of help to you. And we have other resources which you are going to see in the course of the presentation. Thank you so much and welcome. God bless you. Bye.